Hey PPR fans, I'm Jared Smith, and after 11 weeks of the regular season, the real fun begins. It's playoff time. I'm at Eastlake High School where the Titans will host the St. Augustine Saints in the first round of the Division I playoffs. Now, Eastlake last year made it to the quarterfinals, but would lose to the Lincoln Hornets. Coming into this year, they lost 6 players who transferred to other schools. Part of the reason why they got off to a slow start. But they would regain themselves and win 3 out of their next 4 games, last 4 games of the season, to earn home field advantage tonight. They will need big contributions from the Gerbella brothers, Fabian and Christian, who are both two-way players. And watch out for running back Kingston Schaaf, who is a factor in the running game. Speaking of one of those transfers, the Titans will see a familiar face tonight in Saints running back Parker Patterson. He's their leading rusher and will line up all over the field. Another playmaker is Isaiah Haston, who leads the Saints in interceptions and receiving touchdowns. Their offense led by freshman quarterback Brady Palmer. St. Augustine is looking to end their playoff losing streak as their last win came in 2018. It's been 7 years since these two squads have battled each other in the playoffs, and the winner will take on Mission Hills in next week's quarterfinal game. Let's get to the highlights. The Saints waste no time on their opening possession as Brady Palmer finds Parker Johnson for this 40-yard completion, setting up the offense first and goal at the 8-yard line. On the very next play, it's Parker Patterson's turn as he takes the handoff straight up the gut and dives into the end zone to give his team the early 7-0 lead. The Saints defense, feeding off the momentum of that touchdown, was flying all over in the first quarter, making it difficult for Fabian Gerbella or any of the Titans' offensive players to get in a rhythm. The Saints looking for a double-digit lead before halftime, and Palmer may be a freshman, but he's not playing like one as he uses his athleticism to pick up a nice 17-yard gain. The Titan defense would hold, not allowing a touchdown, but kicker Anthony Brovins makes good on this 20-yard field goal to give the Saints a 10-0 lead at the half. To open the second half, Fabian Gerbella and this offense came out on a mission as he takes the direct snap and gets some help from the big boys up front, pushing the pile for extra yards. Eluding the blitz up the middle and making a defender miss, Gerbella rolls to the right and finds his receiver Michael Popeye Martin, showing his strength for the 8-yard gain. On the 12th play of this 67-yard drive, Gerbella again takes the direct snap and is able to walk into the end zone for the Titans' first score of the game. The extra point was no good, and they cut the deficit to 4. Now to the fourth quarter, and it's 4th down with under 4 to go. Woo! Gerbella rolls left and looks back to his right, but Johnson flies in from his corner position to get the sack. A huge stop for the Saints D. After forcing a 3-and-out, it's now or never for the Titans as they need a touchdown to win it. But there's that man Johnson again leaping over the receiver for the game-clinching INT. What a night for the freshman, and here's the man himself talking about the win.
Last year, I don't believe we won in the first round of the playoffs, and so coming into it, we had this game for our seniors, and one of our transfers, Parker Patterson, this game was really big to him because he came here from Eastlake, and so he just had our backs through the whole game, and we had his. Super family. I love this team. It was a great W. But the quarterback sack, it was the first time we ever ran a blitz like that, and I just had to trust in my coach's instincts and trust in my safety who was over top of me. I told him before the play started, I was like, I'm going to need some help over top. He was like, why? I was like, I'm blitzing. So the rest of the team didn't even know it was a blitz. Only I and the coach knew. And so the ball was snapped, and I just immediately went and made the play. It was super good. The interception, coach told me that they were going to throw the ball deep because in the last 2 minutes of the game, I believe, it was just deep balls. And so they threw it, and I was apexing in between the 1 and the 2 and jumped up for it, and thank God I came down with the ball.